Marines that took a piss on...
the Taliban.
What's your opinion on that, first of all, before we...
Well, I don't have a problem with it unless they videotape it and put it online. I think doing that is stupid. But don't videotape it and don't take pictures of it and don't make it public. But then, in private, I think people should be able to urinate on Taliban corpses as much as they wish.
Okay. So Michelle wanted to know what's the Torah position on that, about...
Urinating on dead people?
Well, how do we handle the dead?
Right.
Desecration of the dead,
right,
if you will. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that's a really good topic. What is the Torah? Torah, the answer is that the Torah... we want to get... This camera, I think, is going right through me. I think we want to get...
Fine.
Oh, yeah?
You're fine. Keep going.
That the Torah takes the position of the respect for the dead is almost above all else. Right?
Yeah.
Torah gives a lot of respect for the living, and you can throw out much of Torah to save a life.
Right, right.
But you can also throw out much of Torah to care for the dead. Are you aware of that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's like certain things you can break second day Yom Tov to to bury a dead person. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There's a lot of
Can you break second day Yom Tov to urinate on a dead person?
Can you take a dump in a bag on the second day?
Yom Kippur. That's Yom Kippur.
Oh, only on Yom Kippur there's a header. Okay.
Rough bag too. Has to be the rough bag.
What am I saying? So Jimmy Mech 5, how's it going? Who are you? Do we know you? Welcome to the show. What am I saying? Yeah. Okay, that is a typical of you showing your disinterest in what I'm saying, and I won't be able to use this for a highlight clip.
You couldn't use it anyway because you didn't know what you were talking about. You said, "What am I talking about?" So it's not like you're saying anything. So
just try to pretend like you. Luke does not care. That's right. He does not care. So from now on, when Luke talks, I'm gonna be picking my butt and stuff.
Hey, don't do that. Just TiVo.
Okay. So respect for the dead is paramount.
So the Torah is against urinating on Taliban corpses.
Yeah, I would say so. That would be against it. However, but there's a Torah perspective and then there's the reality perspective.
Yeah.
Okay. The Torah perspective is you don't piss on anybody's body, right?
Even if she invites you to, if someone.
No. You have to satisfy your wife, right? So if your wife says pee on me, then you would have to do it.
Okay.
Okay, but I don't want to get into that. Okay.
Okay, I think that's disgusting. I'm not into water sports.
Okay, well, whatever.
I've never participated in water sports ever.
Okay.
Ever.
I don't care. Now, here's the thing on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Torah says don't urinate. Respect for the body. You got to bury the person as soon as possible, and whatnot. Right? You got to have utmost respect for a dead person. So there's no heter. There's no exemption, according to Torah, for anybody to take a piss on a Taliban member, for at least a Jew.
Well, I got a header from a Major Rough.
Did you? So there's a Jew can't piss on a Taliban member's body. However,
A guy can.
but let's say somebody pissed on a body.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my problem. Why are we making such a big noise about it? Oh, they pissed on them. Did anybody make any noise when the
Holocaust was going on? Did people care? Did people make any noise when Cambodia was having genocide?
How about recently in the Iraq War, when they took the workers from the Blackwater Americans, and they strung them up on the bridge? Mm-hmm. You know,
yeah.
Where was the outrage then?
Yeah, where was the outrage then, folks?
Where's the righteous indignation? You know, when they cut off Daniel, what's his name's head off?
Right.
When any of these liberals make a noise then? These people are anti-American.
It took 30 minutes to chop his head off because the guy wasn't used to doing it. It was the first time he'd taken any of his head off. God. So it was 70 people when first time they cut a head off, they're just not very good at it.
Mm-hmm. You got to practice, folks.
Practice, folks. Don't videotape the first time you take a head off if you've never done it before. You can get the blade can get stuck in the bones, and And it just doesn't look very impressive. So.
Right. They took a soldier. I took a soldier, an American soldier, and they dragged him through the streets of Mogadishu.
Mm-hmm.
Where was the outrage?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Well, then there was no outrage because black people were doing it.
Oh,
And if you were to be outraged at that, you'd be a racist.
I see. So apparently, the only time there's ever outrage
When white people are doing something.
when U.S. soldiers do it to, right?
Third worlders.
Right. So they're tremendous critics and of American soldiers, but when it comes to the enemy and the way they mistreat Americans, no problem. So whose side are they on? This is like classic Jane Fonda, right? Well, why don't you just wear the enemy's uniform at that point? When you're calling out, when your propaganda is look at all the faults of the Americans and never point out the fault of the enemy, when the enemies are so clear and blatant, you've become a spokesperson for the enemy. So why don't you just wear the enemy's uniform at that point? So that's my problem. What does the Torah say about